He does nothing. No public events, well, except, of course, for this, a trip to get ice cream. The world is falling apart thanks to his weakness, and Joe Biden gets ice cream. Look at that, a double scoop there, old Joe. What they are doing, folks, is hiding them in plain sight. Make it look like he's out and about, but with no chance for him to screw it up, short of tripping and falling while scarfing down his chocolate chip. At the same time, old gravy brain there is eating his ice cream. His hired liar, Jen Psaki, had a hard time excusing her boss's empty schedule.
So the president has nothing on his schedule today aside from the PDB. Can you shed any light on how he's spending his day?
Well, let's see. This morning, I think he had some policy meetings, also a PDB meeting. He later this afternoon, I think, is doing some remarks review. There are some days that we spend some time doing internal meetings and discussions with policy experts, with policy leaders, and that's what's happening today.
Oh, well, this morning he woke up and he had pancakes, and then he went back, he watched a little TV, and then he had a mid-morning snack, and we're about ready to put him to bed pretty soon. That's when he'll have his warm milk. Oh, and don't forget he had ice cream earlier in the day, too. He's hard at work, Joe Biden is. The fact is, Joe Biden's weakness, his feebleness, his love of ice cream, well, it's all glaringly obvious. The media can no longer ignore his feebleness and weakness and his love of ice cream. And neither can leaders of the Democrat Party. This is Majority Leader Steny Hoyer.
Do you think your frontliners should be running as Biden Democrats and campaigning with the president?
Rachel, I want every Democrat to run as Democrats who deliver.
See, the media knows this. The Democrat Party knows this, which is why Operation Oust Biden is heating up. So who better to help dissect the Democrats' disaster other than the founder of PragerU, a man who spends his career dispelling the lies of the left? My fellow Salem radio host, Dennis Prager, is here. Dennis, great to have you back on. What do you think? You think a takedown is in the making?
I think it's a great question. I don't think it is in our interest, that is the country's interest, that he be taken down, because there is only one interest as far as I'm concerned, and this has been true in my entire adult life. The left must be defeated because the only existential threat to this country is not coming from the climate, it is coming from the left. The left is a completely nihilistic force, and defeating the left has to be the agenda. Having Joe Biden at the top of the ticket helps defeat the left.
All right, and let me play a soundbite from you talking about when we talk about the media here. Okay, this is the media. A little montage of them, well, going after Joe Biden. Watch. Oh, this is.
He made false claims about a variety of important topics, from Afghanistan to the economy to the COVID-19 pandemic, immigration, made one on ESPN in a high-profile interview about the new Georgia voting law. I think some of the Afghanistan ones were among the most egregious. You know, he said in an interview that he opposed that war from the beginning. He did not.
All right, so what's amazing there, folks, is that the media is now fact-checking Joe Biden. We have never seen them go after Team Biden like this, certainly not Team Obama like this, but this is what we are seeing, which is why I believe they're actually working on a takedown. Dennis Prager, you had said to me before that it really doesn't matter whether it's Kamala Harris that's president, whether it's Joe Biden that's president, that there are others at play here. Explain that philosophy to me, that why it doesn't really matter.
Well, I think I could convince every one of your viewers. Tell me who would be less left-wing. Policies are all that matter in terms of leaders. That is why I never joined the anti-Trump bandwagon. His policies were awesome. In terms of policies, he was the best president of my lifetime, one of the best presidents in American history. In terms of personality, in terms of tweets, in terms of how he conveyed himself, he was one of the worst. I don't care. I didn't care about Bill Clinton's private sexual life. The preoccupation with people's personalities rather than how they affect America and the world is childish, utterly immature. Children are preoccupied with personalities. Adults are preoccupied with how you affect the nation if you're president. I don't care if my surgeon is faithful to his wife. I only care how he is as a surgeon. Why can't people grow up and understand that? Biden is a crook. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. If he were honest, he would be just as destructive.
You know why people can't do that, Dennis, is because they have emotions. And sadly, emotions overtake far too many American citizens, specifically those on the left. And that tends to be the big problem. Sadly, we got a little problem with Dennis Prager's video signal there. But the message you get loud and clear. It's about policy. And no matter what Democrat they put in place there, the policy is going to be really bad. The only reason why I opt for Joe Biden right now is he's going to be much easier to beat come 2024. Much easier if he keeps these epic failures going. But this is bad for America as well, which puts us in a very, very difficult position, which is why, folks, listen to me. You've got to turn out to vote come this November. We've got to take the House and Senate back. It is an absolute must to save this nation. Save the world, maybe.